Hey Randall, how's it going? It's Alton, the culinary craftsman. So, dude, I'm super excited right now because your Bahama Mama set is hot and is totally ready for the reveal. Now, I've never done a reveal video for a set yet, but I guess today's a good day for that. So I think the best way is just I'm just kind of gonna show you each knife, and then maybe get into the details of everything on the last piece or something. We'll figure it out. But let's get this started. First, I need to tell you that I got you a full set of matching padded nylon zipper cases to keep them all looking pretty. I also put this binder clip right here on every single case just to prevent you from unzipping too far and losing the zipper. It already happened to me on one of them. This is a replacement right here. So, but anyways, let's get into these babes. So first up, we got the Kurosaki Fujiin VG10 Petty. This is like 120 millimeters, I believe. So hope you're ready, dude. All right, so this is the Petty. Like I said, it's about 120 millimeters, so a little bit bigger than a paring knife. But just so gorgeous. All these materials really came together. Autumn at Knife Scale Queen and Terry at TNT. They just did amazing work. And of course, John Blazy. Can't forget John Blazy. So, anywho. Dude, so sick. Alright, let's look at the blade. Alright, so here we go with blade in action. I mean, Kurosaki-san makes some of the most amazing blades in Japan right now, so this one's a stunner. You can see the Damascus edge and this Tsushime pattern, which is like a hammering technique that helps with food release. So it's got a nice contour up here on all of them, just to give a little bit more ease and workability. So it's got a gorgeous choil. Yeah, so that's that babe. Next we have the Shun classic 175 millimeter flexible fillet. So this is made out of, from what the website says, it's called AU-S8A, which is like a high carbon stainless. So basically it gives it, you know, good wear resistance to corrosion, but still able to, you know, get a good edge on it. So anyhow, here's this baby. I'm very pleased with how this turned out, considering that I don't exactly have the tooling to do bolster handles and stuff. So this is actually all done by hand with just a block and a little bit of work on like a 3-inch piece of edge sander. But anywho, I maintained the D, and then there's this ridge that you can barely see because it's so subtle, but there's a ridge in the saya that lines up with the ridge in the D. I think you can see that in that perspective right there. See that? Yeah. All right, so anywho, let's take this out of here. And then the other cool thing about this, before I take the case or saya off, is actually the entrance. So I don't know if you can see, but I contoured the entrance on the saya so that scalloping on the bolster just goes right in there perfectly. So anyways, you'll see it's got, trying to show you, a little bit of flex to it, which is really nice when you're going to get in between those fillets on fishies. So nice factory edge. Thanks, Shun. Oh yeah, speaking of edges, I went ahead and gave you a free finish sharpening on for all of these, so they will be ready for action right out of the box. But this one's freaking sweet. All right, so next up we have the Kobayashi SG2 Damascus. So SG2 is a variation of stainless steel. And this is a Bunka. This is coming in at 170 millimeters. So I'll show you this baby. Here she is, looking all fast. I just love the versatility of the Bunka versus the Santoku. The K-tip really just helps you get in and do some detail tasks, as well as just your regular, just day-to-day chopping of anything and everything. So this is probably my favorite knife in the set. Like, I would love to use this on the daily for sure, especially with the choil on the grind on this. It's like a freaking laser. So yeah. It's just, I love this stuff by John Blasey. He's so cool. So anywho, there's this guy. So let's see the blade, because this thing's, she's a looker. All right, here she is. So what I like about this Damascus is that it has this super subtle finish going on with it. So what it looks like to me is that it was etched and then like sandblasted or sanded back here, so it does this like super subtle fade, which is super dope. Like I said, the choil, like, look at that, it's a freaking laser. So this baby will do all the things and more. So gorgeous. Really feels great. Super great. Good control. I love the rounded spine on this too, so that's a nice detail on the blade aspect. But oof. Oof. She pretty. All right. Let's next up we got the Takayuki VG10 Damascus Cleaver. This is at like 195 millimeters. So here's this babe. So this was a tricky one for me too, because again, like I said, I don't necessarily have the tooling to do these handles. So again, I did this all by hand, forming, doing the layups on the scales. And this was an interesting one too, because if you look back at some of the posts that I made about the construction on this, where like it's kind of a lap construction, so there is a piece of acrylic here, which you can kind of see these little tick marks. And what that is I went in and sawed that plastic so that it give it extra strength in between here. But just really love how this turned out, being first cleaver I've done with a Western handle. But I widened it a bit, so it's a little bit more comfortable. So, also this saya has a super cool similar feature with the bolster as the Shun, where I don't know if I can see this, but I basically reverse sanded the interior so that when the bolster here, it just slides in perfectly like a glove. So, anywho, let's get into this babe. All right, so here she is, the Takayuki VG10 hammered cleaver, Damascus edge. Pretty good spine on this babe. You could go through some meat, not a lot, but some, mostly veggies though. It's got some heft to it, so definitely blade forward. But just nice grind. I love the hammering. That helps a ton with food release. And she's sharp, very sharp. So, anywho, I'll put this girl away. Next we got the, this is the Kanjo VG10 Ladderback Damascus 210mm Gyuto. So, there's this. Just love the buoyancy on this stuff. It's just nuts. All right, so let's get into the blade. This is a sweet blade because you don't normally see Ladderback Damascus really at all. But here she is. This is a gorgeous blade. Nice geometry. Choil on it is pretty fine. Not as fine as the Bunka, but it's pretty close. And this one that just has a straight back handle. Keep it nice and clean. But it's got a great feel. I mean, they all have a great feel. Again, with the rounding up here just to taper in onto the choil, so it's got good comfort while you're doing whatever you got to do. And again, this one also has a rounded spine here, so again, comfort-wise, she'll do all the things. Go hard, brother, go hard. All right, so next we got the big kahuna. So this is the Japanese fillet knife or sushi knife. This is a Yauji blue number 2, so Damascus 300mm Sakimaru. So she's a big girl. Here she is. So yeah, we can. I can guess we can talk about some materials now. This is kind of the last piece next to the corkscrew wine key. So, or as I call them, drinking lures. So anywho, all the sheaths are made out of canarywood, and I chose canarywood because I really liked the natural red grain that comes in here, and that it's yellow. I was kind of going for like a Bahama flag color theme on this set, since you wanted to go kind of islandy, and you said they're gonna live in the Bahamas, so why the heck not? So, anywho, saya in canarywood. This saya is designed like the knife, so since the knife is a single bevel, the saya is a single bevel. I put a bevel edge here, and the back is flat, just to mimic that. Then if we get into the handle here, we have, on every single one of them, there is an abalone top cap. This is spalted curly mango that's been dyed yellow. And then we have some blue fiberboard, polished, mirror polished nickel silver, black and yellow fiberboard, and then this super bright turquoise mountain ash from my buddy at TNT. And then all the bodies are either spalted or not, but curly mango that was dyed teal from Autumn at Knife Scale Queen. And I also want to mention that all of these pieces came from one piece, one slab of wood, and all of this came from a similar slab of wood, and all the sayas came from one slab of wood. But anyways, so, and then back here there's some pink G10 with some more blue G10, I guess a G10 or fiberboard. And then we got some macassar ebony, red and yellow fiberboard liners, some neon acrylic, and then the ever so sexy John Blazy red dicroquilt endcaps that are just, I could just stare at these like for hours. So anywho, yeah, that's the material lineup. But let's look at this girl, because she's hot. That's a big knife. Is that gorgeous? So like I said, it's a single bevel. You can see that choil there or not. Seriously, hurt yourself with this. This is extremely sharp. Not saying that the other blades aren't sharp, but this is sharp. But you can see that mirror bevel I threw on there. So, but yeah, man, like this is bigger than my head. This is a huge knife. It's so gorgeous. So I'm gonna put this away before I cut myself. And last but not least is the wine key, or drinking door, or corkscrew, or whatever you want to call it. Just to match it out. So here's this little guy. I did it in curly mango with blue, some thick blue G10, black and yellow fiberboard with the same neon acrylic, and then pink pins, just to kind of bring it all together. But she's a quaint little thing, you know. It's a double hinge, so after you get this in the cork, you're gonna bring this down, you're gonna squeeze here, and then you're gonna pull up, and then you can get the rest of it off on this notch. So it makes it super easy. Folds up real nice. There's even a bottle opener right here, so if you need to open a beer. or soda, but probably beer. That's ready for that. But anywho, it's a little guy. So, dude, that's the set. Super pumped. Such a beautiful set. But oh man, just can't wait for you to get these in your hands. So thanks again. Thanks for your patience. I know I've been working on these for quite some time, but I hope you enjoy everything I put together and just really appreciate it. So hope you're having a great day and have a great weekend planned ahead and all that shit. But dude, thanks. Talk to you later.